Oh, see, if I had hit this gentleman right here and he went and I did a lawsuit, he would have been like, oh, I'm gonna sue you. But I wouldn't do that because he's my father-in-law. Hello, little minions. It is me, Beau. Today we are coming to you with this dash cam. I have installed dozens of dash cams in my life, and so we're gonna make this short and sweet. And I'm going to give you my top hints, tips, and tricks on how to get the most out of your dash cam. Let's hop right into this. First of all, go ahead and sit in your vehicle as if you are driving. And what you're gonna want to do is look at your rear view mirror and try to hide the dash cam behind that so it's not obstructing your field of view. Obviously, you're not gonna wanna put it here and there. I'm gonna probably try to hide it right behind here. You'll see that this is my previous dash cam. It's a very good one, but in this particular case, we're gonna just put it there just for giggles. Let's just go ahead and boot it up, shall we? So I did put a micro SD card in right in there. So it does not come with a micro SD card. You're gonna have to buy one yourself. I just have a 64 gig one in there. I would recommend trying to get as big as possible in terms of memory size. I think it goes up to 512 gigabytes supporting that, which can be kind of expensive. So honestly, you can probably get away with a 128. But let's go ahead and you'll see that it is plugged in right there. And it is kind of nice, the fact that it does actually have two USB ports, 1, 2, and so you still can charge your phone or something of that nature there. So let's go ahead and plug this in into the side like that. And now we're gonna go ahead and turn it on. And we see the little red light. Oh, hey, that booted up pretty fast. Oh, and it even says, do you want to format it? That's so nice. It automatically prompts you. Most dash cams do not automatically prompt you, and yes, you want to do that. So immediately just push OK right down there. Formatting is complete. Awesome, that is good. Push OK again. Manually set, time zone set. You know what? Let's try this time zone set. That's interesting. Let's go over there and hit that. Okay. Video mode, fantastic. Wow, and you are pretty much good to go already. Well, that was fast. That's amazing. Now, obviously, the date and time aren't quite accurate down there, but that was probably the fastest setup I have ever experienced when it comes to a dash cam. Video settings. That's amazing. Oh, this is so convenient. You know what? Let's go down and make sure that the resolution is maxed out. Yeah, right now we're stuck at 1920, and I do like the 60 frames per second, but let's go all the way up and max that out so that we can zoom in to, oh, I don't know, license plates or something like that. Loop recording, you know what? 3 minutes is just fine. That's fine. And let's make sure that that is on. Oh, it is on. Good. It basically makes the light more flat, kind of like an HDR photo. Exposure, no. No. Parking, yeah, you know what? I will put the parking mode on. This is actually quite handy if, let's say that you are parked and it senses a jostle of some kind, then it will automatically start recording. So if your vehicle is left alone, it will sense a jostle and record. Isn't that nice? And, oh, record audio. Oh, absolutely record audio. Timestamp, it's not really necessary. I don't really care. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn off the speed too, because you know what? Sometimes I go 5 miles per hour over the speed limit, and I don't necessarily want people to know that. I am an ethical person, I promise. Let's go back here. So you see how handy this is. This is so darn easy to set up. Wow, this is amazing. Rotate video, you would do that if in fact you mounted it like that for some strange reason. I don't know why you would, but it's just gonna do that. All right, let's continue through the setup, shall we? And that's pretty much it. We can continue to scroll over to Wi-Fi. You know what? I'm not gonna connect to my phone right now. Date format, and let's just oh yeah, screensaver settings. Okay, this is I actually want to turn the LCD screen off after 1 minute because I think it's kind of annoying to always have the screen on while you're driving. So after 1 minute, we're gonna do that, okay? And let's just continue down. Beep mode. Let's turn this off. Mute on. Very good. Also, oh man, this is so nice. turn this off. Oh man, this immediately gets a 5 out of 5 stars because of this one setting. You can turn off the boot up tone. You have no idea how annoying it is every time you turn on your car and a little chime, a dinky little every single time. Yes, God bless these people for having the ability to turn that off. Oh man, that's cool. Okay, so it looks like that is pretty much it. Delay shutdown. Yes, you know what? I like to delay it at least 1 minute so that it will keep recording after I've turned off my vehicle. That's very, very handy. And format reminder. Oh, that's cool. Wow. That is really cool. Every 90 days, it will remind me and say, hey, you got to go into here and format your card. Wow. Well, I just formatted it when we started it, as you saw. That is so cool. Okay, guys, it's no wonder this thing is a bestseller. This is amazing. Absolutely 5 out of 5 stars. You just saw right there how easy it was to set up and navigate around. That is so cool. Highly recommended. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna recommend this one out of the dozens of other dash cams that I have used. As you can see, the quality is fantastic, easy to set up. It's got, you know, even the fact that it has an extra USB port, that is so thoughtful. So now I can, it's not monopolizing my ports, and I have to like get another one or a silly extension like this in order to charge all my things. That is cool. So that's it, guys. 5 out of 5 stars. I hope this is helpful in determining whether or not this dash cam is right for you. My name is Beau.